Okay, this is the LensSkins 16 to 35 version 2 we'll be applying today. This is what your sheet should look like when you receive it. This is a little easier to see guide of what it looks like that should be inclusive in your directions. This skin has 16 different parts, A through K, hood 1, hood 2, hood 3, front cap, and back cap. Let's go ahead and start with the easiest stuff. Let's go ahead and start with the cap. Okay, we'll move right along to the back cap. That's right above the other one. Here we go. And just stick that on your lens and press down. And really push hard on the Canon so you have a really good seal. Now with this lens, we're going to want to work from the bottom up. CHI-J, here we go, piece J. Lift it up, and that'll go right here on the bottom. So you want to start in the back, put the lens skin on, and you're just going to work that around your lens. If you're not happy with it, just lift it right up. It's easy on, easy off. Get that around. Perfect. I am happy with that, and so push that down right there. Good. Moving on to the next piece up. This will go right in the well. So again, start that right in the back. Work that around. When you get to the red button, cover that up. When you're happy with the placement, again, just push it down in the back. On this piece where the red button was, you're just going to want to run over that again with your finger once or twice to get a good seal. Move up to the next piece up. Now this piece has two different options. Notice this is a focal length piece. It's an identification guide on your lens to know what focal length that you're at. Some people use a focal length guide more than others. So you have two options. You can put it on and completely cover, or you can start right here at 35, put it on and trim at 16. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Start right here at 35. Now this is a moving piece, so be careful not to have your overlay hang up too much over, or your lens may not function properly. Okay, just take that right at 35. Oops, there you go. And then move that around. Just check it once or twice during the install to make sure we haven't prevented it from flowing freely. Work that right around. Now here we are at 16. You can either continue to cover and completely cover the entire focal guide up, or you can stop right at 16. Take a pair of scissors and you can cut right there. I'm going to go ahead and cover it up. Okay, next piece is piece H. It's a small little piece, if you can see. All right. Now you don't have to put every single piece on the lens. We're just trying to provide you with the most coverage possible. It's up to you what pieces, if you want to omit them or not. I'm going to start right here at the back of my lens. Again, this is a moving part, so be careful not to go too much into the groove or your lens won't turn. And it would be so not awesome. Okay. Almost to the back. Push it down. Make sure we're flowing. Perfect. Piece G. Piece G is a window piece. So when you pick up your lens skin off of the sheet of paper, the window piece will remain intact. There you go. And just always start with the windows first when you apply these. So make sure you can see all your buttons. So I'm going to start with one corner first. push that on. I like that. And then I'm going to properly place the rest of it onto the window. It's a little piece right there. There we go. Make sure everything still turns properly. Good. And I'm just going to feed that around the lens. Perfect. Looking better and better. Okay, piece F. Pull it off of the skin paper. Piece F is going to go right here. Start that right here. Again, this is the moving part, so you want to be careful not to cover up the line. Feed this right around. It will slightly overlap the window. It's okay. This material in here is very good to itself and comes off cleanly to surfaces like the lenses. I am happy with that. I'm going to press that down. I'll go ahead and run my finger. This is kind of an angled piece if you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and run my finger around it to get a good seal. Alright, everything still moves. Now I'll move on to piece E. Move it onto the back part of the lens. Right here. Be careful again, this is a moving part. Don't cover up that seam. I'm just going to use the lenses, turn the lens itself. Perfect. I am happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and press it down. Make sure everything still moves. Great. Piece D is another really small, thin piece. Go ahead and start the back of my lens. Right here, this is a moving part, so don't cover up the seam. Push that down, work this around, just like so. Test it, perfect. Oops. Pick that up, not perfectly straight. There we go. Looks phenomenal. Piece C. Piece C is a stretching piece. So you're going to want to find the back of your lens right here. Put it onto piece C. Put it right up against Canon. You're going to hold this with your thumb. And then you're just going to gently stretch it around. Just gently. Don't stretch it too much because you'll stretch out the design pattern. This will curve right to your lens beautifully with no air bubbles. Let's work it around. Take your time on this piece. That looks phenomenal. Alright, and just smooth it out with your fingers right along the curve. Okay, now piece B. We're in the home stretch. Piece B will go right below the Canon's red line. So go ahead and start it right in the back. Here we go. Line it up with that red line. Feed it around. Perfect. That looks really good. Okay, last part of the lens is piece A. Again, a very small little thin piece. And this one will go on the top of the red line. Find the back of your lens. Right above the red line. Use the red line as your guide. Just feed that around. Boy, this is looking great. And it's not perfectly straight. Pick that up. And then I push it down. When you push it down, it really helps the adhesion to your lens. Okay. That looks phenomenal. Alright. Now we're going to move on. Okay, now we're ready to move on to the hood. The hood comes into 3 parts, 2 identical top hood pieces, and 1 long bottom piece. Let's go ahead and start with the bottom piece first. That would be labeled onto your sheet as H3. Go ahead and remove that. Grab your hood. The red line is the front generally, and here's the back. Thank you, Borrow Lenses. All right, put that on. We're just going to stretch that around. Gentle pressure. Too much stretching will pull out your design. Okay, and when you're happy with the placement, just go ahead and push it right onto itself. Looks great. Pull off one of the hood pieces, doesn't matter which one. Okay, see how it's shaped like the lens? Now, the easiest way I've found to put these on is to start with the biggest piece of the hood first. So I'm going to align the top part of this hood right there. Make sure we go. Don't push this too on, don't push this too firmly on. That looks phenomenal. And then we're going to go on the back piece. Line that up, push it down. That looks really good. Go ahead and remove H2. And do the same thing on the other side. Now this will have a little bit of an overlap. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I didn't like the placement. Let's just take it right off. Let's go again right over here. That looks way better. Almost. Pull it on. Now they have overlaps on both sides because I don't know what piece that you're going to start with. So it is perfectly acceptable for you to trim off a little bit of the excess. So you could either leave this on or you can push it down and simply just trim it off. Same thing on the other side. Push that down. Okay, let's see what it looks like. That is awesome. This has been LensSkins.com. Enjoy!